RamiX back with another video. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. As the title suggests, this is What If Naruto Had All Dojutsu Part 8. I hope you guys don't mind today's video. But with that being said, make sure to like, share the video to a friend, like, so just anime content in general. Subscribe if you're new here, as I want to hit 9,000 subscribers by the end of August and 14K by the end of the year. Check out my second channel down below. And yeah, we can now get into the what if. So, in the last part, we basically explained how Sasuke wouldn't be, fighting B, and he would just return to the Leaf Village after talking to Obito, instead of really joining the Akatsuki and things of the sort, right? But we now switch to this perspective of Jiraiya, who we also explained would fight against Pain and all of that good stuff, right? And he does beat the Six Paths of Pain, but at the cost of losing his arm still. The problem with this is that Pain, or Nagato actually in this scenario, because Pain has just been defeated, Nagato would realize how much of a threat Jiraiya is and would see Jiraiya as the #1 threat of the Leaf Village. As such, he would send 2 Akatsuki members after Jiraiya. Why, you may be asking? To kill him. Also, at this point, I do see Kisame going after Killer B, and I do see Killer B and A kind of killing Kisame, but it was actually Zetsu, that whole plot where Kisame was kind of hiding in Samehada and stuff. Yeah, that's still gonna happen. But with that being said, I also do see Naruto still entering Sage Mode. Why, you may be asking? Because of the following events. Jiraiya would now be faced with a difficult task, one after another. He had just defeated the Six Paths of Pain, and now he was up against an insurmountable threat. Something he knew himself he wouldn't be able to get away from. The threat of Obito Uchiha, but at this point, disguised as Madara Uchiha. But now there was another threat. He not only had to go up against Madara Uchiha, but Juzo, the creator, technically, of the curse mark. You see, Konan had been ordered by Nagato to look for some new Akatsuki members, as she had been doing some research and had been able to figure out that 2 decently strong ninja, known as Juzo and Suigetsu, have basically been being imprisoned within Orochimaru's hideouts, and have kind of just been there. And since Orochimaru had died, they were not really going to be able to, go anywhere. Juzo had kind of been able to be tamed, if you will, by Konan, as Konan's angelic appearance had made him kind of fall to his feet and, bow to basically join the Akatsuki, as she had used her angelic wings to appear as some sort of deity of sorts. And learning from Juzo of another member that could potentially join the Akatsuki, known as Karin, Konan would go find Suigetsu, and then would go find Karin. Of course, Suigetsu and Karin would bicker, but eventually they would just be fine, and things would go like they should. Basically, Suigetsu, Juzo, and Karin would join the Akatsuki, filling up a few members who had passed away, like Itachi, not really Datara because he's not dead, but Sasori, Kakazu, and things of the sort, right? Anyhow, Jiraiya now had to fight these 2, so he knew he was going to die. Jiraiya would then pull out a notebook, as he would start to write down on it. His message would be to Naruto, and to the Leaf Village itself, to the ninja who have wills like none other, to the ninja who will continue to live much longer than he has. Jiraiya would write, Naruto, Konoha, you are my home. Everyone there is my family. I apologize for having to write this in the first place, but I presume fate cannot be helped. Naruto, I truly do believe that you can become Hokage. All you need is some training. All you need is a will. You just need to be powerful enough to do it. And anybody else, you will carry on the will of fire. for generations to come. Your children and your children's children will. And Tsunade, I wish I could have survived and come back. Maybe we could have just drank some sake. That would have been nice too. Instead of the whole date thing. But either way, it appears to be that fate chose me to die. But I must tell you this. Pain. And in this part of the message, he would kind of encrypt it, as he would then say that Pain is basically his former student who is the Renegon, and that he had seen some of the former paths kind of like revive and get revived, so there still may be more. And he would also say that somebody's controlling the paths of Pain, probably Nagato, his former student who possessed the Renegon, as he would then put a period ending the note. Not Kisame, my apologies. Obito and Juzo would then watch as Jiraiya would put a note with many kanji on it, within his, basically, shirt, if you will, as he would then get into a fighting stance. Bring it on, Akatsuki. And with that, Jiraiya would be, unfortunately, killed. Jiraiya's death would spread through many lands as Naruto would eventually get the news. Naruto would freeze as he would start to shed a few tears, and not just a few, an abundant amount. Naruto, at this current moment, was in the Hokage office as he would break out through the window and would basically just run around the Leaf Village, thinking of every moment that he had with his sensei. Everything that Jiraiya had done for him. Every moment that they had sat near a fire and ate food together. Every moment that Jiraiya had acted in a way that a father should. Naruto thought of it all. Everything Jiraiya had done for him. Playing even more of a role in his life, at least currently, than his adopted father, Hiruzen. So much Jiraiya had done, Naruto thought to himself, as he now sat on a bench, tears flowing out of his eyes uncontrollably. Naruto would then look to the ground as he would go wide-eyed. A fraction of the Kyuubi's chakra would be released, but Naruto would keep it in check, as he would slam his hand into the ground. Many things would break around him, especially a few trees and a stoplight, or a streetlight, my apologies, would fall to the ground. Naruto would even remember a few missions he had gone on with Jiraiya when he was of the mere age of 12. Naruto had remembered everything, and had even remembered all of Jiraiya's research and the many things he had done. Naruto thought about this all as he wondered who killed Jiraiya. He wasn't concerned with why, because he knew Jiraiya wouldn't just die for no reason. Something must have happened to him. Somebody must have done something to him. So he knew that as long as he could avenge Jiraiya, he would be okay. But then he thought about it. Why go on? He no longer has a sensei. But as this thought popped into his head, somebody would appear. Hiruzen, Naruto's father, contrary to Haruka appearing in the canon. Hiruzen would then tell Naruto that he feels his pain. Jiraiya was his student. Naruto would realize that if Hiruzen was okay, well then he should be able to be just as strong as well. But Hiruzen would look up into the sky as he would start to cry just as much as Naruto had, telling Naruto that he must be strong for Jiraiya's sake, because that is what Jiraiya would have wanted. Naruto would nod. You're right, father. That is what Jiraiya would have wanted. I'm sure of it. But with that, Naruto would now have a new drive, as he would want to learn Sage Mode. I see no reason why he wouldn't, because Jiraiya had talked about Sage Mode with Naruto many times, and Naruto had seen Jiraiya training with Sage Mode many times. Anyhow, Naruto would then go to Mount Byaboku, where he would learn Sage Mode and would have I think at least, even more of a drive to learn it, mastering it in about a week. But as he mastered it, the unfortunate Akatsuki invasion would happen. This invasion is going to be much different. All 6 paths have been revived by Nagato, who has all 6 paths, which means even though he has a path for the path, but since that path kind of destroyed, he revives the paths of pain. So, the 6 paths of pain have entered the village. But not only that, but Obito, disguised as Madara Uchiha, has entered the village. Juzo, Suigetsu, and Karin have entered the village. The Sound 4 have entered the village, along with Orochimaru, and many snake-like summonings, as well as the Sound Village itself. The Leaf was being attacked from all sides, as powerful ninja would step up to take the mantle of defeating these ninja. Naruto would be at the center of this, as he would arrive just in the nick of time to save Tsunade from pain and to basically save Sakura from pain as well, because she cried out for Naruto's name as Naruto would appear on the summoning known as Gamma Bunta, which had now been fully Naruto's as Jiraiya had passed away. Naruto would now follow in the footsteps of his master, as for a moment, Tsunade had thought that Naruto was Jiraiya, almost similar to how Kakashi had thought that Naruto was Minato in the Great Ninja War when he activated his KCM. Naruto would then jump off Gamma Bunta as he would get into a fighting stance. "Are you the ones who killed my master?" "No, I am not," Pain would say. Because Pain's the one who we only see talking. Kind of weird, but kind of makes sense. Pain would then say that he only managed to take an arm from his master, but he had put out the order to kill him, and some of his subordinates had. Madara Uchiha and Juzo had taken out your master, Naruto. Naruto would then grit his teeth as he would realize that he can't, lose himself to his rage and anger, because if so, then Sage Mode could be disrupted, and his clones at Mount Miyaboku might also disappear. Naruto would then rush towards Pain, basically devastating this man. He was only able to survive from sacrificing multiple of the paths of pain, as one of the paths of pain would then start to absorb Naruto's chakra, which was not something Naruto was fond of, judging by the fact that he was currently in Sage Mode, where he needs to keep his chakra levels at a nice plateau. Naruto would then grit his teeth, as he would then come to the realization, just like he had in canon, that if he, gathers nature energy, then that's what the path of pain will be absorbing. Naruto would then do so, as the path of pain would turn into a frog, and he would break free from its grasp, as he kind of just turned into a stone, right? Naruto would then rush towards that main path of pain, as the rest of the path of pains would sacrifice themselves, and at this point, everything is basically going the same. By that, I mean that Pain in this timeline has already attacked Kakashi and kind of beat him, right? Pain in this timeline has destroyed the village with his almighty push, but the difference in canon is that Naruto has now defeated all 6 paths of pain, or not all, but all 5 paths of pain besides Pain himself, much quicker than he had in canon. At this point, Naruto would rush towards the main path of pain, as he would jump into the air, creating a Rasengan. Naruto would then hold his Rasengan up in front of him, as he then remembered everything again. Everything his sensei had done for him. Naruto would then grit his teeth, as he would deactivate Sage Mode, now in his base form. You Pain. That's your name, right? Yes, my name is Pain. Well, you're about to feel a lot of that. You took him away. You took my sensei. Naruto would then rush towards Pain, as he would slam the Rasengan into him, basically destroying him entirely. He would then come to the realization that he needs to basically find out who is controlling Pain, as he had been able to figure that out through the fight, as Shikamaru at this point has come out with that like scientist girl who was like researching the letter and had basically encrypted the message and was now trying to get to somebody who could do something about it. That being Naruto. Naruto would then learn of Jiraiya's words as he would smile to himself and he would shed a tear from his left eye and a tear from his right. Naruto would then thank Shikamaru and the scientist lady who I've forgotten his name. Naruto would then put one of the rods or, Rinnegan rods into his arm as he would then feel, or into his arm / hand / area, as he would then feel a signal of sorts from the direction of Nagato as he would rush towards it, continuously stabbing it into his hand / arm so that he could continuously grab the signal. Naruto would then appear near a tree as he would open the tree up, which was kind of convenient, as he would then be in front of Nagato Uzumaki in Konan. Naruto would ask if they were the ones who had killed his sensei, as they would say that what they had through pain. They were the ones who put out the order, and not only that, but they had taken an arm from his sensei. Maybe he could have won if he had the arm, and they didn't fight him. Naruto would grit his teeth as he would enter a semi-Nine-Tail Sage mode through his rage. Naruto would then shake his head. I won't hurt you. Naruto had only said this because Nagato had asked if Naruto was here to kill them. Naruto would then say that he only wishes to make them leave, to make them end the Akatsuki, to make them end the bloodshed. Nagato, hearing Naruto's resolve, had saw him as peculiar, as he would ask Naruto, does he now understand pain? Naruto would say that he never didn't understand pain. From a young age, he was treated like an abomination, something people didn't want around. He was never shown life as a normal boy. He was never taught life as a normal boy. As such, he has known pain for more years than he has fingers to count. Nagato would squint his eyes at what Naruto had said. So what will you do? What will you do in the ninja world? What will I do, huh? I'll become Hokage. I'll stop pain with peace. I'll stop pain by reuniting, allying each country. I will bring order to the ninja world. I will make a safe place for my children and my children's children. Nagato would cough up some blood. Do you truly believe that you can defeat every opponent who gets in your way? There are many people who will be stronger than you. You're right about that. I think my master might have told me something about that. But all of those people, well, they can go to hell. Because I'll just train to get stronger than them. Nagato would then be surprised that he would explain his story, the story of Yahiko, Nagato, and Konan, and how Jiraiya had saved them. After explaining all of this, after showing you that we, the ones who Jiraiya showed pity upon, we, the ones who Jiraiya did not kill, do you still see no reason of killing me? Naruto would look to the ground as he would squint his eyes, and then he would smile, looking up at Nagato. It was his decision. Yeah, it's pretty scummish of you to kill him. He was the guy who even let you live. He was the guy who made you what you are today. But I don't see a reason of killing you. I said that before, and I mean it. I see. Nagato would then tell Konan that he apologizes, that he believes that Naruto As in his words, he would say, I believe that Naruto will accomplish such things. I believe that Naruto will be able to bring true peace. Madara's ideologies of pain to bring peace, I don't agree with them, because Naruto is alive. As long as this boy lives, the ninja world will be in safe hands. Don't do it, Nagato. I must, Konan. I apologize sincerely. Rene Rebirth. And with that, Nagato would revive each Leaf Ninja who had fallen, except for Jiraiya, of course. Awesome, well, you get the point. All of the Leaf Ninja that he had personally killed, right? As the Leaf would parade with victory, and everybody would be in high spirits, congratulating Naruto for basically saving the Leaf Village, and congratulating all of the ninja who risked their lives, like Sasuke, Kakashi, Tsunade, kind of Sakura for healing a few people, Team Asuma, many other ninja, right? As at this point, we are going to bring this part to an end. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's video, as this has been What If Naruto Had All Dojutsu Part 8. And yeah, make sure to like the video to a friend, like so just say the content in general. Subscribe if you're new here, as I want to hit 9,000 subscribers by the end of August and 14K by the end of the year. And with that being said, Rami X.